Namaste and welcome to the tutorial on generator and parity check matrices of systematic cyclic code. We already know that non-systematic cyclic code generator matrix is represented in this form, and by applying the row operations on this matrix we can get a systematic form for a generator matrix. So let's see how to get a systematic cyclic code generator matrix with the example. So here we are having a systematic 7,4 cyclic code with a generator polynomial 1 plus x plus 6 cube, and we are supposed to find out a systematic generator matrix and the parity check matrix for the given systematic cyclic code. So here the values of G0, G1, G2 and G3 are taken by considering the coefficient of the respective terms. The coefficient of 1 is equal to 1 and therefore the value of G0 is 1. The coefficient of x term is equal to 1 as it is present in the equation. Therefore the value of G1 is 1. The coefficient of x square is equal to 0, that is G2 is equal to 0 as the term x square is not available in this polynomial form, and the coefficient of the term x3 as it is equal to 1, therefore the value of G3 is equal to 1. So therefore first we will write the non-systematic form of a generator matrix by using this formula, and hence this is our respective non-systematic cyclic code generator matrix. So now by applying row transformation we'll try to get a systematic form for the generator matrix. So first we will perform two row operations. First we will modify the first row as well as we will modify the third row to get the respective modified row. Here our aim will be to transform this non-systematic form of the generator matrix into the systematic form. Now what is a systematic form? In systematic form we always have identity matrix and the parity matrix that stand out separately. So generator matrix will be made up of identity matrix as well as along with the parity matrix, and the position of these will be either in a way that first you will have the identity matrix followed by parity matrix, that is a coefficient matrix, or else you will have a parity matrix followed by the identity matrix. So either of these variations will be considered as a systematic generator matrix, as we will see it as we move further. So first let's do the operation so as to we will get the identity matrix followed by the parity matrix. So here by performing the first two operations on the row R1 and row R3 we got this resultant generator matrix. Still here we have not get any identity matrix and therefore we will perform few more row operations. So therefore the next row operation will be on the row 2. So we will modify this row 2 by adding row 3 into it, and the resultant generator matrix will be in this form. If you observe here closely, the first 4 columns, first 4 rows, like 4 rows and this first 4 column are about to form a identity matrix. So we have to get rid of this one. So therefore for getting rid of this one we will now add this R2 row into the first row, so that our 4 by 4 identity matrix will be available along with the 4 by 3 parity matrix. So we will perform the row operation and we will get our systematic generator matrix. So here, if you observe clearly, the first 4x4 element, 4x4 dimension elements represents the identity matrix, and the next 4x3 matrix elements represents our parity matrix. Parity matrix is also known as the coefficient matrix. So here the identity matrix will be of form k by k. K by k here is nothing but 4x4 matrix, and k by n minus k, in our case it is going to be 4x3 matrix. This is one of the variation. The another variation for the generator matrix, as I have already discussed, is the way that in which you will have first parity matrix followed by the identity matrix. So we will opt for this generator matrix because we have already considered the code vector representation for the cyclic code will be such that the code vector will contain the parity bits followed by the data bits, and therefore if you multiply your message bit to this matrix, then the resultant code will take the form such that it will have first parity bit followed by the message bit. If suppose your code vector is the form in which you are first writing your message bit followed by the parity bit, then you should opt for this generator matrix. So we will consider this variation to move further to find out our parity check matrix. So here I have rewritten our systematic generator matrix for the systematic cyclic code, and now from this we will go for the parity check matrix. So the parity check matrix can be represented as shown over here, where it is made up of n minus k by n minus k identity matrix followed by P transpose. Here P transpose is nothing but the transpose of this matrix, and therefore our parity check matrix can be written as n minus k by n minus k identity matrix. In this case it is 3 by 3 identity matrix, and the P transpose which we have got from this matrix. So here I have written the transpose of this matrix to form our P transpose to make our parity check matrix H. Now the use of this matrices are like, if you multiply your message bit to generator matrix which is of this form, you will get your cyclic code vector, and by using your parity check matrix you can find out the syndrome at the receiver end. So the steps which we are going to follow after getting this matrices are same as we have already done in the linear block code. So normally what we do at the receiver side, whatever the receive code we are having, we are multiplying that receive code with the H transpose to get our syndrome. If the syndrome is 0, then we assume there is no error in the received code vector, and if the resultant product of the received code vector and the H transpose is equal to non-zero value, then we consider there is a presence of error in the received code vector, and then we go for the correction of the received code vector by adding a suitable error pattern to the received code vector. Here the addition will be the modulo 2 addition. So this is how the generator matrix, systematic generator matrix, and the parity check matrix can be found for the given systematic cyclic code. Thank you.